DGen Freaks. Welcome to Dano Crypto. On this channel, I show you guys how to make simple and effective and easy moves in cryptocurrency ecosystems. So guys, if you were watching any of the streams today at any point, at any time frame, you saw that the calls that we were making on Bitcoin and Ethereum were playing out very well. So we don't have any type of crystal ball, but we were just looking at the charts and we saw some key metrics that led to what we think was going to be a nice break up to these levels. And so we're pretty happy about it. It's nice when you are indeed right in your technical analysis, because sometimes you can get chopped up, and we all know how it is, guys. But welcome to the channel. Thank you for tuning in. And if you caught the Moon Show or the live stream at 11:30, thank you for tuning in. And we've just covered Bitcoin, we've covered Ethereum, we've covered some of the news. We'll go to some of the trending breaking news that's happened in the span of time since we've last streamed, and we're going to go over the prices as they are sitting right now. So welcome to the channel, guys. Let's do some housekeeping here, and let's get on with the show. Cha-ching! All right, so let's get into what I would have looked like if I would have kept dating my liberal I can't even do it. I can't even make the joke. I can't even do it, but because seriously, this is like how I almost kind of looked like this guy when I had long hair. And I couldn't help myself. I saw this video come, but he was just like, come on, guys, stop using guys. Just refer to people as everyone. You know, it's just, you know, we're not all bros, but Kel would disagree, because he would be like, I'm a dude, she's a dude, he's a dude, because we're all dudes, yeah. But you know, it is what it is. Some people don't like to be called guys or dudes. Everyone's a dude in my book. All right. So Bitcoin appears to be breaking out from a symmetrical triangle. A sustained close above the 69,330 resistance level could send BTC to 74,400. So with that being said, we've already done that. We already broke that resistance level. We started to push up into the territory where we're sitting at currently, which is $71,111 or $18 here. So this is the Bitstamp chart. Now, if you see on most of the Bitcoin charts on the daily and the weekly are revealing a cup and handle pattern that has indeed started to break out. And the target for the cup and handle pattern is 73,800. So 73.9, approximate 73.9, which is the previous resistance that we hit in March 24 this year. And this was where we had the altcoin season start to get kind of in this territory. It's very interesting that January and then February, we had a push for Bitcoin and altcoins, which means, interesting enough, we weren't in Bitcoin season. We got out of Bitcoin season as the price started to pump in these territories, but then the altcoins followed suit. So, you know, just an example of an altcoin, like I know a lot of people are talking about Caspa right now. You know, Caspa is on this nice trajectory here to test up into what we need to do here is push this right here up a little bit, and then we could readjust, because this was the immediate trend, and we wanted to, yeah, let's do that. So that's nice. Like, it looks like it could be, you know, traded up into this bullish channel for Caspa. But look, you know, in March, January, February, let's see, right here, January, and then a move up into February and March is where we saw the peak of a lot of these altcoins, like Caspa, like SHIB, right here. You can see right here, all this time right here in accumulation to be able to hit some of these runs. And now a lot of these altcoins, to bring us into altcoin summer, are breaking out of their bull pennants that regressed from the breakout from the altcoin season here. So we're sitting at support, basically, like any of this range right here, we're at support, and we broke out of support here to go up. You can see right here, kind of started to push up and test in the 41s, getting a little bit of a downtrend. But my thesis is that we're going to be going into an altcoin summer that is going to bring us back into these levels, but we're going to clear it once Bitcoin and Ethereum start breaking their new all-time highs, because we have also, we're breaking down Ethereum here, and I think our analysis last night, if you were to watch our live stream last night that we did, we broke down Ethereum and had a strong case of why people are going to miss the opportunity on ETH, because because obviously they're wanting to get into the meme coins. They can get more of these meme coins. They're like, Ethereum's too expensive. That's kind of how a lot of new people in the space are thinking. But the way that I'm thinking is that you have to trade off of the fact that Ethereum is still under Bitcoin. It's still the strongest, altcoin. I would consider it its own thing. It's not an alt. I would consider altcoins as everything under Ethereum, and then and then layer ones. But yeah, I think that Ethereum has a strong case that it's already tested up into this major bull flag territory of the pennant. And what I like is that the RSI here has a nice divergence going to the upside from where we're sitting right now, which is great. So if you think we have a lot more room to the upside to trade up into these areas, this is the move that we had from this portion up to here. We can measure the move from where we had the RSI here. We had that was just a 74% move to the upside. 74% move to the upside, because we're here. Okay, so then that price, we were at $2,312, and that was a 80% move to just the short term here for Ethereum. So this is the daily chart, and then you look at the previous actual all-time high, which was right below 5K, and you see the top of the band is at 4,941. You have the resistance here. And so, I really like where this RSI is looking, because then that's a really nice case to be able to break those all-time highs. Because look, you push. That's only a 28%. That's only 30% from the previous RSI level, where we were sitting at to just get to the all-time high. So this is why we are going to. I think we're going to make a case that Ethereum here, when it breaks all-time high, it's going to do that same climb up. It'll take a little bit, because we could measure the same amount of time that we were from this RSI point. 72%, 2% move to the upside. That is a 6,700, 6,700 ETH, and that could be coming sooner than later, guys. So we're hoping for a really nice third range. We're in this range of previous resistance here, right up here in these levels. This is why we hit some resistance, testing it back up, so then we can try and clear this old resistance here to turn it into new support from this. Because this also you could make a case that this is a cup and handle on the daily for Ethereum playing out as well. And so when Ethereum does really well, CTX, we'll check. We'll see. All right. So with Ethereum going into all-time highs, then we're going to have the layer 2s like Phantom, like Matic, Metis. These are the ones that we've been following pretty actively, and AVAX. All the layer 2s are going to do very well. And Phantom is an example of how it's gotten into this second range to be starting to trade up into strength, going past $1.23, and then here at this level, $1.68. You know, it's always good to mark these areas. You know, it's the daily chart is really the best chart that you can see support and resistance at certain prices with the Bollinger Band, and where and how far the price traded along the band or sustained and started touching and trading like above or below the SMA, which is the moving average close of the 20 day. And so this is how you can kind of, you know, see where we're going to get some obvious rejection levels. And also sometimes you can also flip these and they can start flipping where, like, okay, here we had resistance, but if we start gaining strength off of this, then we'll start and especially in a bull market, you know, a bull market, these things can build momentum very fast. They can build momentum very fast, and then it can go down very fast too. But Phantom looked like it took a good 126 days, maybe 108 days for it to, from its top from the previous cycle, you know, it took about 111 days to hit that bottom, basically where it went into that range right here. And so it took 100 and something days, you know, from there. But then from this range here, where we had established bottom before the breakout to the all-time high in December 2021, it did this it did 190%, 200% move in 45 days. So basically, you know, a month and 2 weeks or whatever, some change, and this thing moved pretty fast. So just through the month, during this time, altcoins were just going crazy. I mean, everything was going up. It was wild. So, and that's when that's like a profit taking. So you say, you know, what's your strategy? How can you figure out a strategy? What's your plan? Well, you can analyze where a lot of these coins had all-time highs and peaks, and you can see where there was obvious sell pressure at those points. You can even go through here and say, if I hold Phantom, I can see profit taking. I can set limit orders to sell at $2.66. I could set a limit order to sell right at this wick at $3.13. I can set sell to at $3.38. And you could make it as simple as that, to where you're just at least knowing that by the price for what it does in repeating itself or rhyming, at least, that it's going to touch those levels. And then you have, if you say you've been accumulating through this entire range of the bear market, then these are great levels where you could be taking profits. Yeah, I mean, Phantom, you know, I think along with Matic and Metis, there's a lot of things you can dive into. I mean, there's a lot. I think there's a lot going on, more than people might expect. Like, you know, Metis being new-ish, there's a lot of opportunities to test out different protocols and different swaps and things like that. And then with Matic, Polygon, I mean, there's like all kinds of stuff that it's linked with. So you can just kind of start opening Pandora's box. But I think if you can keep it simple, but then you just kind of have to go down the rabbit hole. And as long as you understand kind of the basis of like Ethereum, then kind of the, you know, the coins under it, and then you know, Solana, and then kind of go down the line. And so we've been focusing a little bit more on just the base of what we've been talking about. You know, we've talked about Brett, we've talked about Pepe, Mutable Empires, Boomer. You know, we've talked about a whole mix of things. You know, our mixed bag is like, we've talked about Nakamoto Games. You know, chain. You know, we actually were talking about Chainlink. And we were saying, oh, you know, we're still gonna buy Chainlink. We're still gonna hold Chainlink. I think it's something that could be good to have in a portfolio, but it ain't gonna move like something like what is happening right now in terms of the meme community and markets and what people are really going to actually buy when it comes to people onboarded for Coinbase Wallet. And now, speaking of Coinbase Wallet has now made smart wallets with the ability to just do passkey phrasing. So it's basically like if you have a Face ID or you have passkey set with your phone, however you do it, then you can access your wallet by that. So it's very much, revolutionary wallet tech, and we want to see where exactly. We just want to make sure I don't want to lose my stuff here. Just want to bookmark some things so I don't lose my tabs. Thank you guys for tuning in. And let's see here. We'll go to the profile, and I believe I reposted it. There you go. Shout out to Plasma. I love the Pepe the Pepe art that he does. I don't know if he's doing this himself or he's doing it getting AI to do it, but I need to Pepe myself as well. We can make that. We're still trying to get Ragsy on the channel. She said, let's go. And then I linked her the channel. And I don't know if she probably watched too much of it. She's like, she got scared away. But but yeah, we'll probably be seeing her soon. All right, so this is interesting here. Let's see. Where was it? Oh, guys, where's Capo? Where's Capo? Do you guys remember Capo? He just disappeared. I don't know if he's posted in a while. Oh, okay, he's still okay. I thought I had him followed. Huh. I guess I didn't. All right, so yeah, check it out. All right, so this is a list of tokens that I believe this is BYBIT that they're doing some trading competitions and things like that. So you got Bonk on here, Doge, With, Pepe, Floki, Link, Turbo, Near, XRP, Shiba Inu, TS, Celestia, I think that's Celestia, Notcoin, Popcat, Ordi, People, FTM, Ondo, PP, Ping, and BNB. So this is their eligible tokens list. So just maybe keep those on the radar because BYBIT does have some pretty decent trading volume. All right, so if you haven't hit the like button yet, please do so. And we haven't done a shout out to our partners of the channel. Make sure you guys use this link in the description. Use my referral code, and you guys can get a win chance at getting a Treasure Safe 3. I thought this thing was a lot bigger. I don't know why I was thinking it was going to be bigger, but I was like, man, this thing is actually kind of tiny. So maybe want to keep that safe itself. Your crypto will be safe on it, but also you got to make sure you keep the actual thing itself safe. But yeah, guys, just make sure you check out all the links in the description, and then also hang out in the Discord whenever you so please. You can post some memes and stuff like that. Just hang out and chat. All the things. We got some metrics here that our buddy, one of the Dano Dojo members, talking about Brett, Cat with Hat, Ondo, 1 Inch, Seller Network, Nervos. So, there's a lot of things that you really can keep on the radar. And sometimes I know you can get distracted from one coin coming out to the next. And I know it can be kind of tricky, guys. And I know it's sometimes hard. There's a lot of distractions in the market. There's a lot of things. All the time. Like for instance, I'm getting distracted by Kendu Inu. This is one that I was like, oh, okay, some community members, community members Speaking of community members, where is it? Where was the meme we posted recently? Where did it go? You end up getting caught being a community member when you bought into a project for a quick flip, but ended up being a community member. And it happens to the best of us. It happens to the best of us. You're like, we have such a strong community. We're so strong. So freedom is wealth. The same. How do you feel about the boys club characters? I think you're referring to the Pepe lore of the boys club. So it's like Andy, Pepe, Brett, and am I correct? Is that what you're talking about? Is that what you're talking about? Put a one in the chat. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. So I'm not like, I don't know everything about it. I mean, I like by finding out about Pepe whenever Pepe, whenever I've seen the Pepe frog from the whole MAGA thing, that I actually didn't know of the comic or anything about the frog. To be honest, I didn't at all. So I honestly need to just kind of have a little rabbit hole dive into it myself, where I just need to go in. I just need to go down like a Reddit rabbit hole of Pepe lore and just like follow the story to kind of find out like where the origins and why it started, and just kind of follow, because I don't know, it's definitely, yeah. There's a couple. Let's look it up. Let's look it up really quick, and we'll do. So the boys club characters. Okay. So this is the boys club here. Yep, so yeah, Andy. And so was Andy first released on Sol? Because Andy, we were familiar with Andy. We saw that popping up, but the fact is like we didn't know that they were actually already pre-done characters, and we thought it was the crypto community just making sub-derivative their own characters. But now that we're connecting the dots, now it's like, okay, this has all been a thing already, and so now people are just capitalizing on it. Or maybe secretly it's the people that are in the boys club from beyond. No, they could. They very well could. I think so as well. Let's see. All right. All right, let's go back to. All right, so yeah, we're looking at Kendu Inu here. This is Kendu Inu. We checked a little speculation into this thing. Apparently, it's going to be the next Shiba Inu. There's a lot of Inus, so watch what you pick. You never know what Inu's going to pump, but does its thing. Okay, so let's look at Andy. Andy on Sol, or Andy on ETH, and Andy on Sol. Let's see. Andy on Base is actually getting some decent liquidity here. We got almost a million in liquidity. We got, let's see, Andy on some Blast. And then, okay, so let's look at this one, since this one's got the most. Boys Club. Got boysclubandy.com. Okay, so this is the daily chart. Touching the wick there. see where that right there and right there. All right, so this is Andy. Let's see, look at Andy on the 4 hour. A lot of times we've been seeing these movements in these coins kind of, you know, doing one of these starts to kind of give you almost a fake out, and then it starts to swoop and do this parabola right into the trend. And so this is why we a lot of the times when we see this movement, we'll draw that trend line from the first high that it made to the second, and then we'll speculate from here the movement that happens and opportunities where you could just be like, okay, we could speculate here that a move to 0.00043 for Andy could be coming in the next couple of weeks. That's how we like to do some of our measurements and speculations for our, you know, our version of Dano Crypto TA. All right. So Andy on base will be here to stay. Great community. Andy with 100 million plus coming into new Coinbase. Yeah, the Coinbase Smart Wallet. Yeah. So we were mentioning that about the Coinbase Smart Wallet. That's what we were trying to find. We were trying to find the announcement from Brian Armstrong. We could just type in Brian Armstrong on X, and he made a nice announcement of the debut of the Smart Wallet. So it's going to be really cool. It's going to be really cool. We think people are going to go for Brett. Brett's getting really crazy volume on Aerodrome and also on Uniswap and on SushiSwap. So this thing is really cranking. Had a nice test up to almost 13 cents. Kind of missed the opportunity to take profits on this, where we were just just earlier today on this trade we were up 120. I don't know, we were up a good portion. We're up like 100 something percent. So we could have scalped off and then we kind of re-entered back in a little bit, but we're waiting. We're holding the line. We're holding the line with these trades because we see a true breakout happening here. So we're positioned well into Pepe, and then we also have a Athena trade open. We believe that Athena is going to be a really great kind of long-term hold for the cycle here with the emergence of the USDE, and we'll see how that goes. And we're just kind of speculating a little bit into that. We move up into anywhere over $2, $3, $4, something like that. Then be scalping some really, really nice profits off of that. And, quite frankly, just, buying more BTC and DCA and even more into crypto, because I think, crypto is here to stay. I think that we have a strong case to be made that we're all going to be peer-to-peer transacting with each other, but, the government's always going to want a piece of their pie. So we're going to have to figure out a way to establish our ecosystems here, pay the dumb man, because they're always going to get their slice. They're always going to get it. It's the tax man. There's always going to be a tax man. We're never going to really, truly escape it. We need to make sure that we're making enough money and we're billionaires, so we don't have to worry about it. We'll just prepay our tax for the rest of our lives. So, well, no problem. We're trying to do our best. I know we don't follow every single meme. I know we only mention like a basket of things. We don't cover a lot, but we try and talk about the ones that has the most trading volume right now. To be honest, like, we know that Pepe has had the most trading volume over the past couple months. Pepe, Shiba Inu, Dogecoin, you know, a lot of these being strong meme projects, and then also you know, Doge being, you know, its own chain. I mean, it's a meme coin, but it's also, you know, it's just more than that. All right, so it looks like Slurf. Is Slurf coming back? Is Slurf coming back? Coming back from the dead here? Coming back? Slurf push up to its all-time high here would be a 280% move to the upside. That's pretty wicked. And apparently SBF has been telling inmates and prison guards and all these people to to buy Solana, which I think is hilarious, and I bet he is. And then CZ is in jail, telling people to buy. What do you think? What do you think CZ would tell people to buy? Obviously, BNB. He'd be like, buy BNB, but then also he'd be like, no, buy Pepe. Oh my God, what is this? Pear? Pepe, but it's a pear, of course. Why don't we see things like this? We don't see things like this fast enough. And this is on Solana. People can't help themselves. Holy! Oh yeah, the Chinese Pepe. Pepe and this thing pumped really hard. We saw Jake on Twitter. Can't even remember his dang last name. Is it Garland? Yeah, or no, Gagan, not Garland. I'm like, Jake Garland. Jake Gagan? I don't know how to say his last name. But yeah, he's been talking about bread a lot too. And but he also mentioned recently about this Chinese Pepe. Basically a Chinese Pepe derivative. So curious, though. It kind of has a pretty decent pump. And okay, so sitting at some support here. So sitting at some support, be a 500% move to the upside. Yeah, Jake from State Farm. Yes, Jake from State Farm. All right, so I wonder about this. I mean, a nice 500% pump to the upside in the short term here wouldn't be too bad. Wouldn't be too bad. I think so too. Freedom is wealth. I'm right there with you. That is why we have some spot, like, basically we have, like, we have our Bitcoin. We're trying to get more Ethereum. That's for sure. We got to get more Ethereum. Never have too much Ethereum. And we're spot Pepe, we're spot Brett, but we're also leved into it as well. So we're good either way. Like we have like our long-term like hold, just like literally like in the wallet to where we have like major breakouts. We're still going to take profits on those, but like I feel like I think if you're in both ways, then you have an opportunity to really, really maximize on your gains potential here for this cycle. So you have to figure out what your strategy is. Like, what are you going to do to really maximize, because do you want to retire early? What do you want to do? Like, are you just here to like have fun and look at gains and then watch them go away? Or do you want to really actively be so strong and convicted into your plan and have the patience and the time and the diligence and the determination and the will and all of those things to maximize and take profits? Research these things, like see what people are buying. Like sometimes the research doesn't have to be that extensive. Again, we always say you don't have to be the smartest guy in the room. You don't have to be like thinking about it too hard. You can just go to literally like 3 websites, spend an hour or two, and go on crypto Twitter and just look at what people are talking about what people, what has happened with these projects, how bad have they dumped, what was the recovery, was there FUD? I mean, just you can break it down about just 5 things that you can just do for research across one chain and find 5 things that could potentially do 5 to 15x in this cycle. So you can you don't have to make it that complicated, and all it takes is, you know, you don't want to always go off the narrative of like, oh, I'm going to put $50 or $100 in here and do it with a bunch of different things and then see what happens, and I'll get 1,000x with my $50, $100, or even if it's, you know, oh, $100, $200. I think more or less, if you were to say, you know, hey, I'm going to find these projects that I know are going to, like, say, for instance, Brett. I don't know. I'm saying I know, but I don't know. I'm speculating. I'm picking it as my pick that I think people are going to choose for their onboarding coin. Say for Coinbase, you know, we're using Brett as an example for the Coinbase base chain with million+ users, and possibly just even a quarter of them, you know, chucking some money into Brett is going to be substantial. So say you have $1,000 spot into this thing, and you just wait for that $50 billion market cap or whatever we're searching for here, and you see the potential. And then you're left on the other side as well. And that's just with one project. So then caveat that with, then say you do that on every chain that you've done research in. You have Ethereum, you got Solana, you got Binance Smart Chain, Base, Polygon, go down the list, Ton. Then you got Linnea. You know, Linnea, Foxy has been doing really well. This was an airdrop token. And so, you know, this is how kind of just start going down the line. Start going down the line. But I can't tell you what to buy. I'm not going to tell you what you need to buy, or I'm not going to tell you what your strategy should be, because everyone's strategy and plan is a little bit different. You know, but you watch other YouTubers and you watch other content people, influencers, because you're trying to really take a little piece from everyone and then assemble your key strategy that kind of works for you, you know? Because that's what I did. I just watched everyone. I watched Ivan. I watched, you know, Carl from the Moon, you know, Jason Casper, George, you know, just go down the list, you know, like even, you know, BitBoy, Ben Armstrong, you know, all these people. I watched what they do, and you kind of build a strategy on that. All right, so let's see what's happening here. I guess recently updated token info. Haley Popple Zai Bo 888 Inu. What? What is this? ETHEREUM? ETHEREUM? Did this just launch? Haley Pottle, Zyboy 88888 Inu. Ticker ETHEREUM is an end game of crypto assets. Oh my gosh, is this for real right now? All right. Okay. I'm about to go into this thing right now. If this is from the ticker Bitcoin team. This is from the ticker Bitcoin team. This might be this might be the play right now. This might be indeed the play. What? Okay, we gotta go to the Twitter right now. What is happening? There's only one follower? Oh no. Oh no. I don't know what to think about this. Let's see. Let's see what's happening. How much money is going into this? Okay. Not much. Not much. $19,000. Okay. Not going on that website though. What happened with Ponky? Ponky was Ponky had a major well, not a major sell off. Have a major sell. But it did do a nice pump to almost 60 cents. I don't know what happened to our amazing drawing that we had. We had a bullish megaphone drawing of Ponky yelling into a megaphone because we had this nice channel of a megaphone happening here. Ponky, though, we said we were going to be trading into 69 cents, so I would just be looking for that in the immediate short term for Ponky, which would be a 74% move to the upside. And then once we see Solana breaking all-time highs, we'll see most of the Solana tokens that have been trading up high, but, you know, the stronger ones, we'll see. We'll see. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We've been going for about 45 minutes. All right, so yeah, we're going to go ahead and end it. We've just kind of been going through some of these altcoins, checking out the charts. You know, we're showing you the trade, showing you where we, you know, kind of where we're at in the market. Trying to get more BTC as we go along here. And we're getting ready for that altcoin season. I hope you guys are ready for it as well. And thank you so much for all the people that have tuned in tonight. I appreciate it. I will see you guys tomorrow at 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. And happy trading. And hope you made some profits today. All right. Peace out, guys. Oh, I mean, peace out, everyone.